For centuries, sailors told stories of ordinary ships, built of wood, iron, or steel. But there was one, whispered only in shadows, a vessel unlike any other. A ship that didn't cut through waves. It sailed through solid rock. This is the legend of the Stonebreaker. Long before modern charts or satellite maps, a forgotten tribe lived along a rugged coastline where cliffs rose like the walls of giants. These people, the Kashara, were master stoneworkers. They carved temples, tunnels, and entire villages from solid granite. But the sea was both friend and enemy. Every year, landslides crushed boats. Entire crews were buried beneath falling boulders. Trade collapsed. Families starved. Desperate, the Kashara elders summoned their greatest sculptor, Amon Tel, a man whose hands could shape stone like clay. They asked him for a miracle, something that could survive the stone tides. Amon spent 9 years in silence, studying rock, wind, and water. Then one night, the sky blazed with a meteor storm. The next morning, Amon emerged with a plan. He would build a ship from a material no one had dared to touch. Living stone. From hidden caves, the Kashara mined a strange black-blue mineral called rukin. It was lighter than wood, but harder than sapphire. At dawn each day, Amon and his apprentices carved giant, curved slabs, shaping them into the hull of a ship. But this wasn't a normal vessel. Amon cut deep channels inside the stone, filled with fragments of the meteor rocks. When heated by sunlight, the rukin became warm, and then flexible, like it was alive. The villagers watched in awe as the ship's stone ribs bent and adjusted themselves, reacting to pressure, weight, and even vibrations. They called it telemonius, meaning the heart that does not break. When the final piece was carved, a stone figurehead shaped like an eagle, the elders renamed it simply the Stonebreaker. The first voyage began at dawn. The cliffs surrounding the harbor were narrow, impossible for any normal ship to pass. But the Stonebreaker moved differently. When it touched the first boulder, something incredible happened. The stone around the hull softened, vibrating like clay struck by low thunder. The massive rock split open, folding aside as if stepping out of the ship's way. The crew gasped. The cliffs themselves trembled, parting before the vessel like curtains of sand. The Stonebreaker didn't crush rocks. It commanded them. Word spread. Sailors traveled from distant lands just to see it. Some called it magic. Some said it was a gift from the gods. Others believed Amon had discovered the lost science of the ancients. And then, one kingdom wanted it for themselves. A northern warlord known as General Kavar heard of the ship's abilities. He imagined it breaking through walls, mountains, and even fortresses. One night, his men raided the Kashara cliffs. Amon refused to hand over his creation. During the struggle, a blade struck the meteor core inside the ship, sending a crack down the side of the hull. The Stonebreaker moaned like a wounded beast. But even damaged, it reacted. The ground shook. Rocks twisted. The cliffs collapsed, burying the invaders, but also sealing the harbor forever. Amon disappeared in the chaos. Some say he died. Others claim he walked into the cliffside and became one with the stone he loved. The Kashara tribe left the coast. The Stonebreaker was lost. Centuries later, explorers searching for ancient tunnels found something extraordinary. A cavern made of perfectly smooth, melted stone. At its center rested the ship, half buried, untouched by time. Tests showed the hull still pulsed faintly, warm to the touch. The meteor channels inside it were still alive, still waiting. Archaeologists tried to move it. The moment a crane touched the hull, the rocks around the cavern shifted, subtle but deliberate, warning them. The Stonebreaker wasn't dead. It was asleep. And like all ancient things, it would awaken only for the right hands. So the legend remains. A ship of living stone, forged by a genius, protected by the earth itself. Some say the Stonebreaker still stirs when the moon is high, echoes of its ancient power rippling through forgotten tunnels. And one day, if the world needs it again, the ship that sails through stones will return to the light. Thank you for watching. Please follow Lausanne Vault on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube for more interesting stories.